All right, we'll be on the call on Friday night. Myself and Jeremy Friel, former UAlbany assistant, under Will Brown with the call on ESPN3, simulcast here on 104.5 The Team. We're the home for UAlbany men's basketball all season long. Season starts against the Gales of Iona out of the MAC conference, team that has picked preseason to win the MAC. And Will Brown joins us, and he will every Monday here on Big Board Sports throughout the course of the season. Good morning, Coach Brown.
Good morning, Roger. How we doing?
Good, man. We're good. I'm
getting
ready.
Free haircuts, huh? You get free meals, free haircuts.
Whoa. Time out.
Geez, I'm gonna have to go to one of these places and just drop your name.
I don't get free haircuts. I pay for my haircuts. So you know.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Now, if we can work out an arrangement, then I'll have to pay.
I want to check those video cameras.
Got to get the MVP, Coach. Get the MVP.
I hear you. I hear you. What's going on?
Well, I'm going to ask you: is your team ready to play Iona here in a few days?
Absolutely not. It's early. It's so early, Raj. I mean, going into the first game, I never think we're ready. We had two pretty good scrimmages. And then we had the task of going out to play West Virginia in a hurricane relief game and play a team that plays a style that we'll never see again. And, I thought it's been productive so far, but, Iona's a different animal. If you have not played them or you have not seen them on a regular basis, they're very difficult to prepare for. Everything is about offense with them. Everything is about pace and space. The three-point shot, they're going to play four guards at all times. Transition offense, they're tremendous. They're really good on the offensive end. And usually in games like this, we try our best to control the tempo of the game. But it's so early in the year right now, and we've been pretty good so far when we've played fast. So it'll be interesting. Stylistically, two completely different teams. They're picked to win the MAC, I think, talent-wise, by far. They're the best team in the MAC, and they're coming off an NCAA, tournament appearance. So we have our hands full. And you know how when these teams go small against us, you know me. I like to stay big, and so it's going to be a challenge for us, especially on the defensive end of the floor. That's really what it's going to come down to. Can we stop them in transition? Can we get them to run their half-court offense, and then how well do we defend the thraypoint line? So I think it's a great way to start the season off. Tremendous challenge, and we scrimmaged them a couple of years ago when it was, I was pulling my hair out, trying to defend them. So it'll be fun. It'll be a great challenge for us.
Yeah, my question to you is, because of their style, and I know you don't want to get caught up in a track meet here, but will we see this year's team, and I think a team that might be able to make some threes, are you going to allow your guys to if they have a good look at the three, go ahead and put it up?
Well, it's more so, as good as they are offensively, I think there's some things that we can do when they're on the defensive side of the ball. I think we're going to have to take advantage of opportunities. I think we're going to have to take, some good looks, but I also think we need to be smart enough to get the ball in the paint, get the ball to the basket. I think we can get some opportunities, that way. It's not that we're opposed to getting out in transition, especially this year, but I think against them, you got to be careful because they will embrace that. They'll welcome that. If you score on them, they don't care. They take the ball out and they're going to race it down the floor. And if you get a two, they're going to try to get a three. I think right now at this point in time, we are much better offensively than we were a year ago. I don't think we're as good defensively just because I think our guys are a little too comfortable on the offensive end with the ball in our hands right now. So should be interesting. I'm sure there are a lot of people that would like this to be 120 to 118 game, but that's just not how we play, and I think that would be playing right into Iona's hands. But I do think that if the opportunity presents itself, we have to take advantage of it, and I don't think it needs to be threes in transition. I think it needs to be, the uncontested opportunities that I think we can get.
It doesn't matter how you play as long as you win, right?
Well, that's the goal. I mean, if it is 120, 119, or if it's 59-58. As long as we have one more point, I'll take it. They're just one of those teams that are hard to simulate in practice because you don't play that way. It was just like when we were getting ready for West Virginia in the hurricane relief game. We're going 5 offense versus 7 defense. Those 7 guys are pressing and trapping, but we're trapping with like a 6'2" guy, and the guy that's going to be trapping us is going to be a 6'7" big-time elite-level athlete. So it's different, but in all reality, this early in the year, we're worried about ourselves. Our guys will know everything that Iona is going to do. They'll be well prepared. They'll know what we need to do. But then you got to go out, and do it. And, I think it's important that I am a very calming influence on our team on Friday night. I don't think, we as coaches realize how much of an impact we have on how our guys play and respond based on, our actions on the sideline. So I need to stay composed and make sure our team is composed. And yes, we're going to give up some opportunities in transition. Yes, we're going to give up, some threes. But I think we have to impose our style of play and impose our will on them and see how they react to it. It's going to be fun. I mean, I think it's a great way to start the season, and we got them at home. And if we win, that's awesome. If we get beat, that stinks. But then we got to get ready for the next day's practice. So, me, I want us to get better wherever we're at in November. I want to be better in December, and then I want to be better in January, and then better in February. And I want to peak those last 2 weeks of February heading into the conference tournament. Just want us to continue to get better. I like where we're at offensively right now, as long as we don't get too cute and turn the ball over. I think we have to get better defensively right now. We scored 100 plus. Well, we scored a lot of points in a 40-minute scrimmage. This past weekend against a team in a higher level conference. So that was good. But we just it's so early right now. And then when the lights are on and you have some new guys, you never know how they're going to perform when it's for real and there's a couple thousand people in the crowd. So it's good. We want to make sure, Raj, that we have a good opponent. So you're excited about the opener.
I'm ready to go. I look forward to Iona. I know their style. I've seen them play in the MAC for many years.
Nobody plays that way in our league,
no.
And so
right.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to simulate.
Will?
So I think it's like a fight. There's a feeling out process. You want to. Okay, let's get through these first couple of minutes. Let's take a deep breath. It's a feeling out process, and you just hope it's not too long of a feeling out process.
Yeah, I mean, in the Merrick East, Chris just said, who do you compare? Who plays a little
even close to them?
Nobody.
Maybe at UMBC likes to get up and down a little bit, but
nobody.
Nobody.
Not at the level that they do it, and. They do it year round. That's what their program's been built on. Tim Cluse is a good coach, very offensive minded, and they're in great shape. And they really run the floor, and they don't run to the rim. They run to the 3-point line, and they drive the ball, looking for you to help, and kick out and shoot a ton of threes. I mean, at least they don't have Jordan Washington back. That's about the only at least I can say, because watching, him on film and in Iona last year, he was a man-child down there in the low blocks.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, have a great week of practice, and look forward to kicking off this season on Friday night.
Hey, it sounds good, and maybe I'll come in studio next week. I appreciate the advance notice. I think Chris texted me at like midnight yesterday. So
That's
I appreciate that. But I know you guys are busy getting free haircuts and free meals
be awake, Coach.
and all that stuff.
No, he texts you at midnight. I text him at 11:30. So,
well, there you go. We're all on the same page now.
All right, talk to you soon, Will.
You got it. Have a good one, guys.